This is Earth in 54 years. It was once home to humans, but now it's filled with radiation. It turns out that in 2027, aliens suddenly invaded Earth. They destroyed the moon with artillery shells. Along with the destruction of the moon, the ecological balance of the Earth was disrupted. Hurricanes, tsunamis, and earthquakes destroyed all the cities in a few hours. Humans had no choice but to use nuclear weapons. Although the aliens were defeated, the massive amounts of radiation made the Earth unfit for survival. The only remaining humans escaped into space and built the giant space station Titan. They turned Jupiter's largest moon, Titan, into a habitable planet. Humans also built giant water towers on Earth by extracting and converting radioactive material from seawater. They provided Titan with energy, but the aliens who stayed on Earth often destroyed the water towers. As a result, humans built a large number of armed patrol machines to protect the water towers, but these machines were often destroyed by alien ambushes. Humans could only send a pair of partners to Earth frequently. Jack and Victoria, who are responsible for repairing and maintaining the patrol machines, have been on Earth for 5 years. If all goes well, they will return to Titan in 2 weeks to complete their mission. On this day, Victoria discovers that 2 of the patrol machines have crashed. Jack goes to investigate, but 166's nuclear battery has been stolen by aliens. He had to install new batteries to reawaken them. He then rushes to the crash site of 172. The signal came from a cave. When Jack enters the cave and sees the decoy in front of him, he realizes he has been ambushed. Faced with a large number of aliens, he panics. In the nick of time, 166 arrives. The machine gun fires wildly. The hidden aliens are quickly eliminated. Jack returns to the tower and feels that the aliens are not hostile. Maybe they want to reconcile, but Jack's thoughts are quickly dashed. In the early hours of the next morning, Jack is awakened by a loud bang. A blinding light in the distance heralds a major accident. Water Tower 37 has been destroyed and reduced to rubble. Victoria also discovers mysterious signals near Water Tower 37. They are sending messages to the outside of the planet. Jack rushes to the source of the signals. The skyscraper is the former Empire State Building. It's like he's known this place before, but he can't remember what it is. There is a signal transmitter inside the building. Victoria decrypts the signal and realizes it's a coordinate, but nothing out of the ordinary was found in the 17th sector where it was located. Jack then shut down the comms under the pretext of a patrol. It traveled to the last oasis on Earth. Jack set up a secret base here. Victoria wanted to return to Titan before it was too late, but Jack preferred to stay on Earth. While sleeping, Jack often had the same dream: the Empire State Building and a woman. Suddenly, Jack is awakened. A spaceship appears in the sky. According to the ship's trajectory, it crashed near the coordinates they deciphered. The scene was a mess, with several hibernation pods scattered about. In one of the pods lay the woman who had appeared in his dream. The patrol planes arrived and did a brief scan. Then they launched an indiscriminate attack on the hibernation pods. Jack didn't understand why the patrols were targeting humans, but the exterior hibernation pods were being smashed to pieces. The patrol's attention was focused on the last one. It wasn't until Jack fired a warning shot that the patrol was forced to back off. He returned to the tower with the pods. A conspiracy was about to unravel. It's the first time they've seen a living being in 50 years. Her name is Julia. She's been asleep for 50 years. Jack and Victoria tell Julia that Earth has been overrun by aliens. Julia tells them that they are the only humans left on Earth. Jack asks Julia what her mission is. Julia says it's classified. She won't say anything until she finds the flight recorder. Early the next morning, Jack tries to figure out what happened. It takes Julia back to the crash site. The scene was a mess, but the flight recorder was intact. Suddenly, Victoria pulls the alarm. There's something nearby. Jack was knocked out before he could react. When he woke up, he was tied up in an unknown place. When the lights came on, there was an old man sitting across from Jack. It tells Jack that 50 years ago, mankind did not win the battle for the defense of Earth. In fact, it was humans that the patrol planes had been hunting. They, a space station in orbit, orchestrated the battle. The surviving humans formed a resistance force and attacked the water tower. They stole the energy from the patrol machine. All Jack had to do was tamper with its programming to return to Tate with a nuclear bomb and destroy it completely. Jack is in a state of total confusion. At that moment, an external alarm goes off. A patrol plane has spotted them. The resistance team uses the terrain to their advantage. They destroy the patrol plane's power system at the cost of 1 man. Each tries to win Jack's trust. He sends them to the Empire State Building to find out the truth. The 2 quickly reach the target location. Jack contacts Victoria with a signal transmitter and tells her to send a boat. Jack looks at Julia's back and remembers his dream. He asks Julia who she really is. Julia took out her ring and confessed her identity. He and Jack are married. It turns out that in 2017, Earth sent a ship to explore Jupiter. Jack was the commander of the mission. He is on the mission with his crew. Victoria, the rest of the crew, and Julia are in hibernation. Halfway through the mission, they encounter encounter a strange triangular ship. The ship suddenly lost control and drifted toward each other. Jack had to detach the hibernation pod and bring it back to Earth. He and Victoria were sucked into the triangle ship, and the triangle ship was the Tate. For a moment, Jack's faded memories came flooding back. Victoria realizes that the two have recognized each other. She believes Jack betrayed her and is ready for revenge. When Jack returns, Victoria tells the Tate that their relationship is over. They can no longer work together. As soon as she speaks, the warehouse backup patrol machine activates. Victoria dies instantly. For Tate, humans who know the truth must die. Then he locked on to Jack. That was the moment they solved the crisis. That's when Tate sent a message. She asked Jack to take Julia to Tate to investigate. Jack didn't agree. They escaped the tower by boat. That's when 3 patrol planes swooped down on them. The last couple on Earth took the ship into a canyon to avoid the alien patrol planes. With his piloting skills and mastery of the terrain, Jack eliminated 2 enemy planes in a row. But in the end, they crash-landed in a radiation-contaminated quarantine zone. But Jack didn't feel sick. He spotted other humans not far away. When Jack saw them, he was stunned. The man in front of him looked exactly like him. Julia, who had arrived, looked at the two in confusion. Jack took advantage of the other's distraction to reach for his gun, but the gun went off unexpectedly, hitting Julia. Although he subdues the man, Julia is seriously injured. Jack piloted the airship to the guardhouse to get first aid supplies. Unexpectedly, he met Victoria there. Jack finally realized that he and Victoria were clones. The numbers on them are their numbers. He then returns to the scene of the incident, but the man is nowhere to be found. Without thinking, Jack treats Julie's wounds. He then takes Julie to the secret base. He confesses to her his identity as a clone, but Julie doesn't care. She wants an interesting soul, not a shell. They spend the night together and then decide to help each destroy Tet. Jack loads a super nuke on a patrol plane and changes its programming. He orders a return to Tet. When everything is ready, the Resistance opens the gate. 3 patrol planes suddenly appear. They open fire on the Resistance, but in the end, they were all shot down. Unfortunately, the patrol plane used to destroy Tet was also damaged in the chaos. The Resistance decades-long plan had failed, but Jack has a bold idea. Tate asks Jack and Julia to come to the space station to investigate. They decide to place the nuke in Julia's dormant capsule. While he pilots the ship into space himself, Jack opens the door to the space station. The ship slowly enters, escorted by 2 patrol planes. Jack finds tens of thousands of clones inside the space station, and the triangle in front of him is Tate, the man behind the curtain. He demands that Jack open the hibernation chamber. That's when Beach, the leader of the Resistance, appears in front of them. His greatest desire is to witness the destruction of Tate. The patrol plane arrives soon after. Jack flips the switch. Tate
is destroyed.